What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glass Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Tyre, and today I have something special for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a dedicated review on the Ethos Hybrid Ceramic Rinseless Wash. So this does have some ceramic protection on it, and I've used this about 4 to 5 times already. Only once on my vehicle, which the protection isn't really stout. It's only going to last about like a week or two. And I've used it on a couple of my family members' vehicles, and that's about it. So this is a dedicated review. I was gonna save my vehicle to do a dedicated review on my initial thoughts on Nemesis, but unfortunately it didn't get here in time. UPS, not the House of Rags, UPS actually messed up my order and shipped it to Omaha for some apparent reason. And literally the tracking number and everything and the order status says under my address. So I don't know. I'm gonna just leave that at that. So I'm just gonna do the review on this. And I really enjoyed this hybrid rinseless wash. And again, the reason why they call it a hybrid is because it has some ceramic protection in there. And also I got my bucket in here, and I'm gonna put some rinseless wash inside my rinseless wash bucket. I'm just gonna fill this up as such. There we go. And we're ready for the review. Now I only do have one rinseless wash sponge in this bucket, so which you will see right in here. And I did the wheels and tires off screen, which you guys will see on the walk around. But this is how it turns. It turns to like this like peachish, pinkish type of color. But that's about it. This is a brand new clean sponge, as you see there, nice and clean. And that's about it. I do have it in a sprayer as well, already set, and we're ready to start the review. So let me bring you guys in. All right, so just for context, this vehicle does have on the left side Labocosmetica SCC and HPC, and on the right side it just has ADS Pro. And here I'm just gonna do a rinse just to show you that the hydrophobics isn't because of the hybrid rinseless wash. So I'm just rinsing this off. As you can see, there is still hydrophobics on the actual paint. Same thing right over here on both sides. See that? It is beading beautifully. All right. And on the right side, whoops. So both coatings are doing very, very well. And that's just something I wanted to show. Now I'm gonna bring you guys to the back and show you how well this rinseless wash cleans. I'm bringing all of you to the back of the vehicle, which I think is the best representation of, just to showcase how well the rinseless wash actually cleans, how much of the dirt comes out of the sponge, etc. And I'm just doing this straight, just rinseless wash, nothing else. I do have it in this pump spray. I only put a gallon in here with mixed solution, and that's all I'm doing. Typically in this type of environment, when I already have the garden hose out and stuff, I traditionally like to do my hybrid wash, which is spray on Primus diluted 1 to 15 or 1 to 20, let it dwell, rinse it off, which 90% of that stuff comes out, and then go ahead and do my rinseless wash. Now that's, to me, feels the safest method, but that's just me. Everything is personal preference. But to be quite honest, it just makes your bucket look less murky. But all in all, the real grit and grime is really pulled down to the bottom of the bucket. But I'm gonna spray here Ethos, and look at that. Just with the garden sprayer alone, just to remind everybody, this vehicle is ceramic coated. So of course, most of the dirt and grime will come out a lot easier, but just hopefully you guys were able to pick all that up on just how quick all that dirt and stuff is just coming off. And yes, this is what we call the pre-spray. We're getting rid of everything first before we actually put anything on the vehicle. Once you pre-spray the panel, that's all set, and it just practically looks clean. Yeah, so grab the rinseless wash sponge, go across, and that's all the extra dirt and film that is on the paint. And I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch of this dirt and grime. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm just doing this just to see how well this cleans, and just to show you how well this cleans. So look, all that dirt, grit, and grime already in the sponge after we already pre-sprayed. Squeeze it out. Look at that. Oops, look at that. Perfectly clean, only one sponge in there. And don't do what I'm doing. I'm just gonna grab another bit of solution, and this time I'm just gonna go on dry. Don't do what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just picking up as much dirt and grime as possible. I'm gonna come all the way down here. Look at that. Same thing as before. Just dunk it in, swish it in around, and all that grit and dirt is completely off the sponge. Just a great rinseless wash. Have nothing really negative to say about this rinseless. It's just works well. If you're coming out in the market, and Tim from Ethos didn't initially, I guess, want to do a rinseless wash, but with that being said, if you're gonna come out on the market and you have, you know, DIY rinseless, ADS Hero, the Labocosmetica, Preludio, ONR, you have all these rinseless washes out on the market that does such a great job. Mckees V2, Pans Rinseless. You want something that actually cleans and does a good job, especially removing that dirt and stuff from your wash sponge. So what I'm gonna do now is just double down here because it is super dirty. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I just went in pretty much raw dog on this panel. And I'm just gonna make sure I clean all of this properly. And that's pretty much it. Nothing to it. This is such a super slick, super slick rinseless. When I mean in terms of no need for a drying aid, because it has ceramic protection and it just does amazing. Now, where would I put this compared to, say, ceramic protection or rinseless washes with ceramic protection? I will put this, in my opinion, I love Idrosave, but to me, this one is better than Idrosave. And the reason for that is because it doesn't stain my sponge. Is it slicker than Idrosave? I will say they're about the same. But look how clean that panel is. Look at that. And this is where we were at, fellas. Look at that. From that to that, and literally the sponge is clean. Just a great rinseless. Just another one that's you can't go wrong if you purchase it. But yeah, that's about it. Let me just finish the rest of the vehicle, and I will see you all on the outro. All right, everyone, so hopefully you all enjoyed the video. And where would I put Ethos Hybrid Ceramic Rinseless Wash? I will put it up there, literally just from top to bottom. An amazing product, an amazing rinseless wash. But where would I rank it in terms of my favorite rinseless washes? And I will have them in two separate categories, and I will put this as my favorite protection rinseless wash, meaning that I would put this above Idrosave, and the only reason, two reasons why I am putting this over Idrosave is because one, it doesn't stain your wash media, and two, it just cleans amazingly well. You saw just with the pre-spray on how much it was, where Idrosave beats Ethos is in terms of its polymers, and it leaves a much stouter protection than Ethos because Idrosave is super strong. Now in terms of slickness, Idrosave does beat it a little bit, but this is still super slick. It has ceramic in there, it's gonna feel slick, but that's all just preference or user experience. But that's where I'll put it at. Let me show you on how the bucket looks, and of course you saw how I'll put the walk around of how my car looks afterwards. And this is just one bucket right there in the sponge, one bucket, one mitt, or not mitt, one rinseless wash sponge, and this is from DIY Detail. Look, squeezing this out, nice and clean. Still the sponge, this is water right there, nice and clean. Look how murky that water looks. Look at that. Just such a phenomenal rinseless wash, and I just did this just to show just the cleaning power on how well everything looks. And yeah, all the products will be down below in the description. You could get Ethos because the House of Rags doesn't sell Ethos, but you know, I'll link Ethos rinseless wash on there. But if you want the rinseless wash sponge, which is the legacy sponge, you can get at the houseofrags.com. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.